If you're thinking about doing a yoga teacher's training course in India, if you're wondering what it might look like and if it's a good fit for you, if you're looking for recommendations, or if you're just curious what my yoga teacher training course looked like, my 2 yoga teacher training courses actually, then you are in the right place. The video that I'm going to share with you today was filmed during the yoga teacher training that I did in February 2019 in Varkala in India. I might jump in here and there and add whatever I forgot to mention at the time of filming this video. Note that it's been 5 months already since I came back to Poland from India, and today I am speaking from the point of view of a full-time yoga teacher. Yes, you heard me right. I can proudly say that I work and support myself as a yoga teacher here in Poland, and I owe it all to my yoga teacher's trainings that I'm going to talk about right now. Namaste everyone, this is Justyna, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, consider subscribing. Today I'll be talking about my yoga teacher trainings, as I've been frequently asked about it. I did my first yoga teacher training in Varkala in India 2 years ago, and I put a couple of videos from it on YouTube before. Right now I'm doing my second yoga teacher training in just the same place in Varkala in India at the same yoga school, Mathatitu Yoga Ashram, and you already asked me some questions about it on Instagram. That's why I decided to break it down for you and make a video about it. So when I first did my yoga teacher training 2 years ago, I did it completely by chance. I just arrived in Varkala. I was supposed to spend here just a couple of days. Somehow I decided to take this course, and it happened to be the most important, the most transformative experience of my 9-month journey in India. It was worth the money, the time, the effort. It was just a blissful time. I mean, it was intensive, it was a hard work, it was new information, new experience, but it just paid off. As I am currently here and the course comes to an end, we finish in 2 days, in literally 2 days, so the whole month is already passed. I want to share about this experience. Maybe I will make some comparison what has changed, but basically I will be talking about the current experience. So first of all, the Mathatitu Yoga Ashram is located on the cliff in Varkala, which is a very popular touristy beach destination in India, and you can take it as an advantage or a disadvantage. I call it advantage, but what I mean is that the schedule of the program is very intensive. We hardly get any time to enjoy the beach, but it is possible. It's possible to come to the beach every day, at least for half an hour, if you really want to. Especially that our place is just at the cliff with the sea view, and it takes 1 minute to come down to the beach. And the location is just beautiful, amazing. You can enjoy the weather, the view, the sea. We do yoga in the class with the sea view. Some people actually manage to go to the beach every day. We have like an hour-ish after the breakfast, an hour after the lunch. Before dinner, there's also some time to enjoy the sunset. We are accommodated in the Hilltop View Hotel, where all the class and lectures take place, and where we have our meals, and where most of the people are staying. So it's very, very, very convenient. So on the top of the building there are 3 yoga shalas, yoga rooms. The biggest one is this one over here. As you can see, the biggest one is with the sea view. There's one over here. And this is where we have our Ashtanga class. And we are at the upper floor of the Hilltop Hotel, where there are rooms where people stay. On the ground floor we have our meals. So basically everything is in one place, just 1 minute from the beach. We can just eat our food and go straight down the cliff to the beach, to the sea, or just first go to the beach and then come back for lunch.
Let me out!
How's your room?
Right? It's a bit messy, but it's good.
Yeah, and it's quite spacious, I guess, right?
Mm-hmm. Got a nice tapestry on the wall here.
Mathatitu opens new yoga teachers trainings every single month on the first day of the month, and this month's batch is actually the biggest in the history. There are like 30 of us this month, and it's quite a big group. And so not everybody fits in the hotel. Some people are staying on the back of the hotel, but it's also nice. It's like 1 minute or 2 minutes walking. It's just back, and I'm staying there. I'm not complaining. It's really nice. It's more peaceful actually. But we are divided into 2 groups, at least for the asana practice class, as again for the first time in the history of the school they opened an Ashtanga certification course this month. Usually there is only Hatha Yoga certification, but this month they opened Ashtanga, which I'm doing, which I'm very happy about because I did my Hatha certification 2 years ago, and today I'm doing my Ashtanga Yoga certification, so I'm extremely happy about it. So it means that we are divided into 2 groups. Most of the things we are doing together, but asana practice, asana classes, we are divided into 2 groups. So where I'm actually staying, the building where I'm staying in the back of the hilltop, it's actually the same building which was like a main headquarters of this ashram 2 years ago, so I'm familiar with the place and I feel like home. That's where we used to have our meals 2 years ago. But since then the school grew and expanded and they moved everything into this hotel, which, like I said, makes it very, very convenient. 2 years ago the food was so amazing. We loved it so much. It was homemade, it was fresh, healthy. I expected the same this year, and luckily I'm not disappointed, and the food is so good. I think it's better than 2 years ago. Everyone loves the food. We love the food here.
The food is amazing, super tasty.
The diet is obviously vegetarian. Yogic diet, I would call it also Indian. It's Indian yogic food, but not spicy, plain meals and very delicious. We just love it. So the schedule of the yoga teacher's training is more or less the same as any other yoga teacher training. We wake up at 5:30 and the first class starts at 6 a.m. It's a meditation and pranayama 1-hour class. After the first morning class at 6 a.m. we have a tea break at 7, and usually people come here to watch the beach and the sunrise from the top of the cliff. There is not much of walking because we are staying over there. This is the place where we are having all the class, all the meals, people staying here, and this is where we come to enjoy our tea. And at 7:30 we start our asana practice, and kind of like a teaching practice, which we do in a divided groups, Hatha Yoga and Ashtanga Yoga people. For me it's Ashtanga class because I'm doing an Ashtanga teacher training, but there's another group simultaneously doing Hatha Yoga class.
Bring your toes in a helix and your spine, keeping one straight line from tip of your middle finger to the side of your heel.
At 10 we are having our breakfast, and at 11 we start lectures. The class may change week to week. Basically at 11 we have a philosophy class or Ayurveda class, philosophy lectures, Ayurveda lectures, and concepts of yoga, scriptures, yoga sutras, things like this, like theory. At 1 p.m. we are having our lunch, so then you can squeeze some beach time after lunch, and at 2:30 we start our anatomy and alignment class, followed by asana practice at 6 p.m. By 6:30 we should be done, and at 7 we are having our dinner. There is satsang, which is kind of a gathering to chant and discuss what we've learned with our teacher, which happens 3 times a week, usually before or after dinner. And on Sundays you can do whatever you want, and you can spend the whole day on the beach, as it is our day off. During this training we had a chance to learn some basic knowledge about Ayurveda, which is considered to be the sister of yoga, and every yoga teacher should at least have a basic idea about it. I actually don't think that Ayurveda is normally included in a regular 200-hour teacher trainings, and it wasn't when I was doing mine for the first time. Those classes shed some light on some of the concepts of yoga which might be more difficult to understand by a Western student, by Western yoga adepts. And so I considered it to be extremely beneficial that we had those classes. Apart from Ayurveda, we were also introduced to the science of mudras, the hand and body gestures in yoga, which are related to the energy flow in the body. I guess it is also not very common to incorporate this knowledge in most of the yoga trainings. We didn't really learn mudras 2 years ago, so there was a lot of new knowledge and new information for me this time. I'm really happy about it. There is something that I really appreciate which didn't happen 2 years ago. Yogic cleansing activity called Jalaneti. We we purify our nostrils with warm salted water. We put water in one nostril and it goes out with another nostril, and we do it on the other side. 2 years ago they introduced it to us at the end of the course, so we only learned about it and tried it once. As yoga is all about experience and not theory, I find it brilliant that this time they introduced this to us at the very beginning of the course, literally on the second day, so we could practice it daily, we could see how it works, we could experience the benefits, and we could develop a habit of doing it regularly. And many of us did. I myself practice Jalaneti till this day, and I do it at home, not every day, but I do it regularly. Program is very intensive. I would advise to be focused only on that. Don't come here with other responsibilities and things that you should be doing or be thinking about or be focused on. Just put all your energy and focus into this course if you're considering to come. This is just like a pro tip. That's what I would suggest. The more you give from yourself to this experience, the more dedicated you are, the more it will transform you, the deeper the experience will be, trust me. And this is not about physical yoga practice. This is mostly about spiritual experiences, about going inwards, about understanding yourself. And we learn about yoga, what it really is, what it really means, where it came from, what's the background, what's the philosophy, what is the deep sense of all of these practices. And I personally couldn't be happier to experience this twice. I don't have words. The teachers are amazing. I think there is not a single teacher that I wouldn't like or respect. Their experience, they're passionate, and they live the truths that they're sharing. Yoga is a lifestyle and they are living the lifestyle. We can tell that, and we can tell that they are passionate about sharing the knowledge. And last but not least, the people that I met here, the people that gathered here together. I feel like very first day I just looked around and I felt, which is weird, I just felt that all of them are so beautiful, and I just knew it was gonna be a really good, positive experience sharing it with these people. And that's what it is. This place attracts like-minded people interested in yoga. But what is yoga? People who want to know more, people who acknowledge the existence of the higher things, of the highest, people who want to explore themselves. And this is something that is very close to my heart and my interest in this life. There was a lot of us this month doing this course, but it's good because that means that we met more beautiful souls here. Even though we hardly get any free time, we managed to do some fun together. One day we organized a talent show just for ourselves, just for fun. The other day teachers took us to a temple festival nearby. If I had to mention any lower points, disadvantages, I would have to really push myself to do it, but I don't know, some people would rather the group be smaller than 30 people, for example. Some people get bored of the food because it's quite similar. They still like it, but they need some change, nuances, not really the weakest points. This is new. There's going to be an opening ceremony, opening puja. There's some preparations going on. The course started with an opening ceremony when we were formally initiated as yoga students.
We are invoking the supreme energy of Guru. We are all coming to the path of the knowledge, the divine knowledge. It's a process of initiation.
It was very powerful. The energy was very powerful, spiritual event.
Sudam Shoka Vinasakaranam Namami Vigneswara Padavangajam.
There was a lot of chanting during the ceremony, and most of us felt hesitant to sing along. We didn't know the lyrics of those chantings, and it just felt strange.
Chant together. Om Namo Narayanaya.
By the time of the end of the course, of our closing ceremony, we were different people. everybody was chanting and it felt so natural to us. It's hard to explain, it's difficult to explain. We were different people by the end. Singing during the closing ceremony, we created such an unbelievable and special energy. We were transformed, literally. Overall, as you can tell, I loved everything here. I love the class, I love the teacher, I love the programs, I love the venue, I love the location, Varkala. Oh my god, do you have any idea how much time I already spent in Varkala altogether by now? It's been 3.5 months this time, and I spent here 5 weeks 2 years ago, so it's been like 5 months! Oh my god, Varkala is incredible. I just love the experience, and now on the end of it we are having our exam in 2 days. So that's what I wanted to share, especially that I'm being asked about this course, and especially that I'm so happy to be doing it. I'm doing it for the second time. When I did it for the first time, I recommended it to people, and I always used to say that I would do it again, but I never see it coming. I never thought that I would do it, literally do it again in the same place, and I just did, and I'm even happier than 2 years ago. I didn't think it was possible. That's what I'm saying, actually. That's what I mean. That's what I wanted to say. That's what I wanted to share. Thank you so much for your attention. Thank you so much for watching. I hope it helped if you're looking for a yoga teacher's training in India. If you've never done it before, if you already found Mathatitu Yoga Ashram website and you're just looking for some validation, then here it is, straight from my heart. People are coming for the class. And so I'll be finishing it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope it, like I said, I hope it helped. I can highly recommend Mathatitu Yoga Ashram if you're looking for a great value yoga teacher training in India. If you have any questions that I didn't answer by now, if you have any doubts, feel free to ask me in the comments or message me on Instagram. I would love to help. Also, check out my other videos from my yoga teachers trainings, both the one I did 2 years ago and the one I did this year. I made a couple of videos. I put them in a playlist and I will link it down below. You should definitely check it out if you want to have a better idea of what the course looks like. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Bye!
Alright, stay there.
Going to my next class. It's anatomy class with Rich Logan, who's a great teacher, and it will be followed with asana class with him as well. I attended that class yesterday for the first time, and it was so tough. Simple exercises, but done in a way that it was really, really challenging.